sort of collective for a very long time. She's really fantastic, right? And I really want you to give her like the utmost support, because we've got 2 left in the first half, right? She's wicked. Please welcome to the stage the wonderful, the fantastic Rita Sushek. Yeah!
Hello. Okay, first things first. Can you all see me? Is that in the creepy light?
Yeah.
Because this stage is tricky. Like if you stand here and suddenly you're not in the light, it's like move into the light. So I'm just trying to sort that out. Hi everybody.
Hello.
No, that's more like it. I kind of need to start doing some other shows because this is my safe space. Some space is my safe space. Like, he started calling me a mascot 2 shows ago. Like, I didn't show up for the last 2 shows out of sheer embarrassment. When you become a mascot at a comedy night, there's something going seriously, if not wrong, then weird, which is basically my life. Something going weird. Yep, that's my biography. That's the title. It's gonna be my autobiography. It went weird. It went weird really quickly. But before we get there, you can sort of see me despite the blinking light. Can you all hear me? Can you all understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I just need to make sure of that because I had this very weird situation happen not long ago. I was working in the Twickenham Stadium, yeah? And it was a rugby match. I was managing the queues. I thought you guys knew how to queue. I thought it was a British national virtue. Not so much. Really, bullshit. No, I don't believe the myths, like the bloomers of the rose now. No, I don't believe in that. But I was managing the queues, so this is how you learn the hard way. So first of all, they gave me this loudspeaker thingy, you know. So I was trying to use that, and all I got for my trouble was some rugby playing man going, "Ooh, you're bossy, aren't you?" Fuck you. Okay, it's just my job, never mind. So I put the loudspeaker down, and I started physically moving to the crowds, speaking to people, kind of going, "Can you please move away? Can you make some space? Can you make sure that that drunk guy with 6 beers does not spill it all and cause a problem?" You know, in a nice way. And then suddenly I had this guy deliberately turn his back onto me and say to his mates, "Dear mate, can you understand fucking Europeans, I don't understand that." So that was weird. I always thought I communicate pretty well, and that was the second time I was called a fucking European, which means that he couldn't place my accent. Go me. That's all I can say about it. The first time I got called a fucking European was also one of those Twickenham Saturdays. I was actually on the tube home. And I was coming home after a rugby match, and there were those 2 guys in their early 20s, and I think they thought they were cute. Maybe they would have been cute if I didn't just finish dealing with drunk people after 10 hours. Maybe it would have worked then, but I really didn't feel like that. You know, that moment, especially if you're female in the room, all 3 of you, 4 of you. I count, it's a thing. I'm feminine. 5. Hello. I count. I'm feminist. I always count the representation thing. So I'm aware of the numbers. Strength the numbers, not so much. But so here I am, just minding my own business in the tube, and there's this guy going, "Hey, hey, hey," kind of in my space at this point. "Hey," from the opposite seat, leaning in. "Hey, my friend thinks you're really cool." The friend is sitting to my left, kind of going, "Oh, go on, stop it. And they're trying to engage me. I go, "Guys, I'm reading something, just leave me alone." And they're just not letting up. It's just all the time. "What are you reading? Keep her talking, because if this is an old trick, if you keep her talking, if she keeps being polite, if you keep asking questions, then you have a conversation, very much against her will. So, like, you've got those situations. Where are you from? Is it nice there? Just keep on questioning. Something else. Where did you wear your shoes? Like, you've got this guy following you around somewhere, trying to keep up the conversation. So I had nowhere to run. I was in the tube. So at some point, I was like, fuck off. Fuck off. That's what I said, which many women would not say because they would not feel safe to do so. And probably it's an unsafe thing to do, but my temper got the better of me, don't you know? So I said that, and then the guy kind of went, so rude. You're so rude, fucking Europeans. Brexit, sooner the better, Brexit, because you are so very rude. And the punchline of the situation, such as it was that later on they picked on another girl and she was nice to them, and then they all got off. And I thought, was it just a case of me not being nice or them not respecting my no? And probably it was a case of both. I just didn't feel like it. But I remember how weird that felt, being called a fucking European. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean, being called a fucking European? That was the first time I heard it, and it was like, what's it mean? Other than you can't place my accent. Wanker. So, other than you're a wanker and you can't place my accent, what's it mean? And it also gets complicated. By the way, some people know me here. Who can place my accent?
Oh.
Well, tell me you know me, shut up.
Poland?
Yay! Very good, got in one. I am Polish. So, when we learn English in a country like Poland, we learn English to belong in Europe. That's kind of the point. The point of learning English is being the part of a wider world, including European Union. This is the language to communicate, this is the language to make art in, this is the language to use when you travel, to belong in Europe. And then I come here and I'm like, you're a fucking European. What does it even mean? I know it looks like the British don't believe that they are part of Europe. Well, they kind of don't want to be part of Europe right now. And it's beginning to make me feel distinctly unwelcome, don't you know? All these guys going fucking European and Brexit, all these things that are happening is making me feel distinctly unwelcome. Also, I got mugged 2 weeks ago, so there's that. I got mugged on the street where I live, which just goes to show that there is no safety, literally ever. Because you're just walking home, you're like 30 meters away from home, and there is footsteps behind you. And you turn around, and there is a guy way too close to you, and you think, oh, he's passing me down, and you go, oh, you scared me. And he goes, because he actually will hold a conversation with you, he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to scare you. Are you going very far? At this point, I'm in two minds. One of my minds is saying, don't tell him where you live. The other of my mind is going, is he going to offer to walk me down? Yeah? So I go, I'm local. Are you local? Do you live far? Just making small talk. And he's like, oh, I'm very local, which is the stuff of my nightmares now. And then I keep walking off the pavement because he was too close to me. So I thought he was going to pass me down the street. At the minute I looked away, he of course pounced for my bag, and I started screaming, and the whole thing went down very quickly. I only lost my phone, so there is that. I'm really happy I didn't cancel my insurance because now I have a new phone. But I was really empathizing when you were talking. That's why I don't play computer games. My imagination is too fucking powerful. Like right now, because he said he was local, after dark, I'm afraid to go to my kitchen because when you put the light on, you can see from the outside of it. If I hear noises at night, I'm being burgled right now, somebody's climbing through my window, it's all happening, in my neighborhood. It's all happening right now in my room. And every night at dark, it's a party. Every squeak of the door is just apocalypse now. So that's why I try not to. One last thing I want to say, because I can see that you're looming. We have a code, looms. Look at him. That's a loom. Do the hair loom. Sorry. One last thing I want to say is this is probably another set to develop is about being normal, because I've just been thinking about being normal, and you know what? I'm not going to bother with that anymore. It never works. It just really never works. You try and you try and you try. You try to fit in at school. By the way, I was telling Hannah that the bullies, the people who laugh at you at school, these are the people who recognize your talent for being funny earlier than you did. Find the gift in everything, okay? They understood it they had it right. And you know, when you try to fit in and be normal, you're miserable, and you still don't stop standing out. You think you're normal, but you got it wrong. And I think that deep down we are all not normal. We're just trying. We're looking at everybody else. We're looking at everybody else's Facebook. My God, everyone has got this amazing sex life. Everybody's going on those amazing trips. All my female friends have orgasms. Which, you know, when you speak to them, it's not true. It's not true. If you actually have that conversation amongst fellow women, it's not true. And I wonder whether their boyfriends know. So that's something to leave you with. If you are in a heterosexual relationship and you're male, possibly it's a conversation to be had, you know? Just a tip. Most women don't come from penetration. I'm just going to leave you with that.